My name is Mark Parker. We are based in Leeds and the company is MKL Innovation. We started, before we became best partners, as a traditional electrical compliance business. So our remit is to go behind the scenes of what goes on in big retailers such as B&Qs and Primarks and do electrical inspection and testing. So naturally, when you go behind the scenes and you sort of look under the veil of what goes on from an electrical compliance point of view, my business partner and I decided that actually there could be some good opportunities here from an energy management system point of view. It didn't take long to find out that Best were one of the best in the market, hence the name, Best. So we became partners in December 2018. My partner is my brother. For my sins, it's a good thing and a bad thing. I've either done something really good in a previous life or something really bad. That's John Parker. He's the oldest one, arguably the better looking one, the brains one. I'm the one that just goes for nice coffees and teas at meetings. He does the actual work. For us to join with Besson, what the key differentiator was, it wasn't a hard one really, because what really caught our eye was the live data. The amount of times that we would go to speak to clients around energy management and they'd just be given a bill. And one of the best pieces of advice that I was always taught, especially from an energy management point of view, is wherever in your life do you get a bill that big of an energy spend point of view, that isn't itemized. Your credit card bill's itemized, your phone bill's itemized, but at the end of every month, I just get a bill from energy and I'll just pay it. So naturally, the client would say to us, well, how do I know exactly what I'm using? And it didn't take long. Best was recommended from us from different partners and from different organizations that use the energy management system. And the onboarding process and the engagement was really easy for us. So we found it nothing but a joy up until this point. It's new in the partnership. I think the technology is fantastic, the people are fantastic. Where we are trying to develop as an organisation is just understanding the ins and outs of how we sell the product. In terms of pausing before we got into bed, so to speak, with Best, it was more, the pause was from our side, not so much from the competencies of Best, it was more our competencies. Can we do this? We know the engineering side very well, it was the sales side where we were drawing a bit of a blank. So can we do this? Are we 100% committed to doing this from an energy management point of view? And from conversations with Ben, that pause became a very quick sprint because from the support that you guys have given us, more so from the sales training point of view, we're now getting into our stride. I think if can there be pauses when you are a partner with Best? Of course there can be, and that pause for us at the moment is on the financing side. So how do you finance some of these deals? That's where we're drawing a pause at the moment, but from a technical and sales point of view, fantastic. What excites me most about the energy efficient industry? I think what's excited me most about it is what Best have been able to do is take a very boring subject and turn it sexy. It's as simple as that. Being able to see your energy going live, that for me, as I'm a data geek, so I love that stuff, but it's not a hard sell to make. When you say to someone, do you know your compressor is switching on at 2 o'clock in the morning when nobody's here? That is insane. And then when you start to add in some of the new products that you've got in your roadmap, Jesus, watch this thing fly. So for me, it's taking something that is incredibly boring, energy management, throwing a load of tech out of it with a load of good guys and turning it sexy. I think renewable energy has its place. I think renewable energy can cost a hell of a lot of money from a capital outlay point of view. I think for me, energy conservation is the starting point. You can you can go down the renewable route and create additional energy where you can sell it back to the grid. That's great, money coming in the front door. But I think for me, where it starts is stopping the money going out the back. You know, get your house in order first before you start to look at renewables. Once you're there, then you can start to look at other things such as PV and power walls, etc. Things like that. But yeah, definitely starting to stop the hemorrhage, so to speak, from an energy conservation point of view. Definitely the better way to go. Yeah, we've got quite a few interesting things at the moment. Keeping client names out of the forum for now. Multi-site operators, which is the focus at the moment from a best point of view, is right up our street in MKL. More so because we've got a lot of contacts within the FM world, the Spees and the Mighty and the Bell Rocks, just because of what I said before in terms of the traditional compliance piece that we started on. It's not a hard sell for us to go back to them and say, have you thought of this? Where they get very excited is when you talk around EMS, the energy management system, fantastic. But then when they start to say, well, how do you control that? It's great knowing what's going on. How do you control it without the human intervention? If we can crack that, amazing. What would my message be to someone considering a partnership with Best? You need to go at it with your eyes open. I think you need to know your market very well. I think if you have any concerns of if it's going to be a difficult partnership, it won't be. The guys at Best are really easy to get on with. I think the technology is fantastic. I would argue best on the market, especially from an EMS point of view. And the last message would be just do it. Just get on and do it. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?